Good morning, everybody. We'll be starting in just a second. Oh, greetings, greetings, and greetings. Happy Friday, everyone, by the way. I can't believe it's Friday already. Where has the week gone, right? Where has the week gone? Crazy. Crazy how time flies. All right. All right. Let's say hello to everybody. Let's see, what time is it? It's not even 8 o'clock yet. Let's give it another minute. Got a lot to talk about today, as usual. All right, let's say hello to everybody. We got Brian, we got Richard, we got Ivano, we got Jill. Hey, Jill. Hey, Ivano, Richard, Brian. Good morning, everybody. Robert, another Robert, Matt, Brian, Wardog. We got Jeff. Good morning, Jeff. David, Dave, Tom, Stephen, Jody, Javad. Good morning, Javad. Wade. Hey, Omar. How are ya? Stephen, Lydia, Gregory, Steven, excuse me, Larry, Kevin, Junior. Junior, how are you doing, Junior? I call my son Junior all the time. Richard, how are you? From Puente Gorda. You got to come out here, Richard. I think, how far are you from here? How far are you from Ponte Vedra Beach? Not that far, I imagine, a couple hours away. Charlene is here. Mike is here. Tom is there. Brian is there. Kevin, John, Gregory, Blair, Elevation, Eduardo, C. Fazio, Sergey, Jesse. Good morning, Jesse. Rice, Tom. Coffee's up. Yeah. Moondog is in the house. I like how you go to the gym early in the morning, Moondog. I wish I woke up an hour earlier. I wish I had the power to wake up an hour earlier and go to the gym every day. I go after the market closes and I'm exhausted. So I'd love to do it in the morning if I could, but I'm here with you guys instead. Timothy, Devin, Hopium, Illinois grain farmer, Pat, Karen the Shark is here. Kay Lopez, Marco, Don, Lloyd. Hey, Lloyd, Edward, JB, Wesley, Lake Las Vegas. I got to make my way out there again. What is it? Watford. Hey, Watford. Junior is good. Vertuvian. Hey, Vertuvian. The Sassy Trainer, Junior, Omar, CJ, Dollar Bill. I got you, Dollar Bill. I got you. You can always watch the replay. You'll be able to get a good portion of it by 8:30. Krish. Hey, Krish. Richard, happy Friday to you. Are you working today or are you off today? Well, I guess if you're here, you're working today. Christian, Peanuts, Dave, Steve, Nathan, how are you? Carlos, good to hear from you. Let me know how things are how things in Los Angeles are coming along. If things are getting a little better, just send me an update when you have a moment. No rush. I know the weekend's coming up. Genevieve, Deanna, John, Mark, Ira, Cheese Great Trader is in the house. Lewis, Mike, Raj, Scotty, William. Good morning, William. Angie's here. George is here. I opened up the room a few minutes earlier today. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I opened the room a little earlier today. Just basically wanted to, I got everything done earlier this morning. Wanted to see how things were going. Wanted to say hello to everybody. We got Louie, we got Mike, Raj, Scotty, George, Al, talk to me. I'll talk to you, all right. Terrence, Alan, just Jen, Chris, Wesley, Lewis, Warren, Wesley, Lewis, Warren, good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Where's Bob and Dr. Serena? I know Dr. Serena's having some health issues, but Bob is usually here. Frank, good morning. It is Friday. It is Friday. Ralph, does he? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Real quick, while I have you all here, let me give you a link to the VIP room. We had a really fun session yesterday where I talked about how to turn how to take directional stock trades and turn them into income strategies and why. And today I'll have part two. I'll have part two today. I hope you guys can make it into the VIP room. And now let me give you the link for Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. You really should go there. If you have any questions about setting things up, you want to confirm your scanner's adjusted to the same calibration as mine and Matt's. Remember, tons of people go there for questions, so they have all the answers that I don't. If you want to know what's in the one-click members area, they're the people to ask. I've been in the one-click members area maybe twice. I really deal with the trading aspect of things. So Omar says, I missed VIP room session yesterday. Watched the replay this morning. It's gold. Thank you, Omar. I appreciate it. Today will be part two. Folks, let me share something with you today. I'm going to share a personal story with you today. I've done it before, but I think people like to hear it again. I'm going to share a personal story with you today of how I read a 700-page guru book and got into the biggest trouble trading income, okay? And I don't want you making the same mistake that I did 30 years ago, reading the same guru book. So I'll talk about the book, I'll talk about what I read, I'll talk about how it influenced my trading, and I'll explain how it screwed me up. And sometimes these lessons, these personal lessons, are worth their weight in gold, so that you guys don't repeat the same mistakes that I made when I was starting out reading the same damn books that you guys are reading right now. Because believe it or not, nothing has changed in 30 years. I know you think a lot has changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed in 30 years. Zero, zero, as far as trading is concerned. I mean, things are a little faster, a little more dynamics. We got more algos, but nothing really changed. Back then you had the floor traders, now you have the algos. Same thing, different day. So I'm going to teach you, I'm going to give you a story. I'm going to explain to you the story. And again, it's one thing reading books, and it's one thing reading how to, but it's another thing getting inside somebody's head and learning from their mistakes. Okay. So I highly, highly recommend you come to the VIP room today, because not only am I going to teach you some really cool strategies, I'll explain to you a really good time to be able to trade income when you can't trade directional for whatever reason. And more importantly, I'll explain to you one of the biggest mistakes that I made, and one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of you guys make, trying to learn to read price action faster using Al Brooks. Al Brooks is fantastic, Jeff, but let me ask you a question. Does he do a better job of teaching you price action, or does he do a better job of putting you to sleep? Answer that question for me, Jeff. Because from what I heard, nothing puts you better to sleep than Al Brooks. If you guys have insomnia, Al Brooks books will put you to sleep in 15 minutes or less. I'm just curious, am I on the right path, Jeff, or am I wrong? Sleep. Okay. Do you want me to give you an alternative? If you want me to give you an alternative that won't put you to sleep, send me an email today, okay? I know he's awesome. Al Brooks is awesome, but he's amazing. He will put you to sleep. He will put you to sleep. And if you guys have insomnia and you want to and you want to learn about trading and you have insomnia, nothing is better than Al Brooks. Nothing is better than Al Brooks. Yeah, exactly. I know he's great. He really is amazing, but it's hard not to be able to fall asleep listening to him. So, Jeff, I'll send me a quick email and I'll hook you up. Okay. But it is his stuff is great for price action. But boy, oh boy, it will put you to sleep like this. All right, let's start. See, I know what I'm talking about, right? You know how I know that, Jeff? because I took his course 15, 20 years ago. And it put me to sleep every time I tried to listen to it. That's how I know. My point is, this is a perfect example, actually, of what I'm talking about. It's one thing reading something, and it's one thing getting a personal, somebody's experience from it. Somebody who's just like you, who started just like you, except I did it 31 years ago. I'll talk about Okla. It's on my list. It's actually it's right here on my watch list. I'll talk about it today. So, all right. Excuse me. So, if you send me a quick email, I'll hook you up. I'll hook you up, Jeff. Okay. It's funny that you mentioned Al Brooks because I love Al Brooks, but man, oh man, nobody puts me to sleep like Al Brooks. All right, Eagle Beagle's in the house. Yay! Da, da, da. Morning, Puerto Rico. How's the weather in Puerto Rico, Carlos? Let me know. We got two Carloses here, Carlos Conti and Carlos Fuentes, and they're both fantastic guys. All right, guys, it's about that time for us to begin. So let me start off. What are the two small cap stocks that Uncle Roger's looking at today? Let me give that to you right now. The two stocks are Octo, the stock right here. You don't want to do anything to this stock till the stock is above 245. 245. It's got a nice breakout right here. 245. And the next one is NXTC. I try every morning to give you two small cap stocks that I believe will run, but you got to follow instructions. The price action on this stock is you got to go above 770. Okay? Above right here. Right there. I want to go above this price level with a profit target at the 200-day right here. All right? And hopefully it's helping you guys out, me giving you these me giving you all this. Now, real quick, I actually forgot to mention this today. I forgot to mention it. If you guys are coming in here, which you guys are, two things you need to do. Please, please, please go to the Gearbox and make sure you're watching a 1080p. Don't auto if you're on a wireless device. It'll screw you every chance it gets to 3060 or 480. Go to 1080p. Okay? And lastly, how about a thumbs up? I gave myself a thumbs up. I cheated, okay? All right. All right. So let's now continue. Yeah, a thumbs up just one time, if you guys don't mind. It's supposed to help our rankings, okay? I've never seen evidence of it. Maybe it does, maybe it didn't, but Carlos, they stopped doing straight flights from where I live, from Ponte Vedra Beach, from Jacksonville. That's my problem. I really want to go. Joanne says, I only buy shares of Okla on the way up and sell every few hours, then rebuild smaller. There you go, Joanne. Send me an update. Want to know how you're doing, okay? All right. What are the catalysts for today? What are the catalysts? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. What are the catalysts for today? Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much. What are the catalysts for today? Does anybody know the catalysts for today? Let's not all speak at once. Is today triple witching? Yeah, today must be triple witching. Let's see. It is a Friday before. Yeah, so today must be triple witching. What's hold on a second. Triple witching days. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. I thought triple witching was last week. Hold on. Is today triple witching? June 20. No, it was hold on a second. No, hold on a second. Third Friday. No. It was last week. Third Friday, not last Friday. Third Friday. That's what I thought. I was sorry. Last Friday. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. What are the catalysts? That's okay, Eagle Beagle. That's what you have us for. Last Friday, not today. Sorry, folks. Fridays I get a little confused. This is all the data I'm drawing up in the morning, so I got a lot of stuff that I'm going through. What are the catalysts? Does anybody have the catalysts? No. It was last week. Sorry, somebody said something, I missed it. What are the catalysts? Do you guys have the catalyst for today? Nobody has catalyst for today? Okay, John has catalyst for today. Richard, okay, I missed all the catalysts. Here they are. We got tariffs, durable goods, earnings. Well, depends on what stocks. Intel, definitely. PMI, I don't think we have PMI today. PMI was yesterday. PMI was yesterday. Mining stocks, yes. Mining stocks. I think you got most of them, actually. I think you got most of them. Let's see what John has. New home sales. Okay, fair enough. That was yesterday. That was yesterday. Alphabet, that was yesterday. Deck is today. You, John, you're not doing catalyst correctly. It's whatever is going to happen. It's whatever that's in. We're looking for things that happened after the market closed, so that the markets did not have a chance to price this data into their value. Okay, that's what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at right now. Okay. Let's see. Chips, consumer, Fed data, potential trade deal. That's Fed data right there. Well, I guess not. Communication, healthcare. Well, okay, here's what I have. I've got durable goods. I've got chips because of Intel. I've got consumer stocks because of here. I don't remember why, but I know I have consumer stocks because of Decker. Decker, consumer stocks, shoe stocks, consumer stocks, consumer discretionary stocks, not consumer staples, consumer discretionary. Shoe stores, Nike. Remember, they make Hokas, they make Ox. Huge. Our shoes. Do you think? Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think if one shoe manufacturer slows down because of tariffs or whatever, I just made that up. I don't know if that's the case, but don't you think others will be impacted? They are very related to each other. They're relatable to each other. So consumer discretionary and gold. So I have gold stocks, consumer discretionary stocks, tariffs, chips, tariffs fed durable goods. So you guys aren't that off. I don't see healthcare. I don't know what healthcare has to do with anything today. By the way, this isn't the catalyst, but I'm really happy about Paramount merging with Skydance. I don't know if you guys know this, but Skydance has some of the best European shows. Gamora originally came out on Skydance before it was sold. I followed this stuff because I'm a big movie buff, but this is great because Paramount's now going to have a lot of European shows. This is really good. This is great for Paramount. I'm very happy about this. Okay. HCA, that's why you're talking about healthcare? Maybe, maybe. I don't know if that's a huge. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Let's take a look. Maybe, maybe. Let's see. XLV. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. No. See, healthcares are like their own little worlds. They have their own little laws and regulations. And if this was like up here, up to about right here, or maybe even Sigma, CVS, maybe, but it's a little too far removed, and they're not that related. They're not commoditized. Remember, you're looking for commoditized, but I understand why you brought it up. Folks, when you look at earnings, ask yourself, is this a commoditized industry, and is this a commoditized company? So let me give you the alternate example. Let me give you a good example. Newmont Mining. Is gold a commoditized asset? Yes. Can anything get any more commoditized than gold? No. If one company is impacted, would another company be impacted? Yes, because they're dependent on one single factor, gold. So this would be a catalyst. Where and deck, okay, shoes, tennis shoes. If Hoka comes back with a bad result, can it impact Nike? Probably. Can it impact Foot Locker? Maybe. Can it impact other retailers? Maybe. But healthcare, it's not really a commoditized industry. It's a highly regulated industry, if anything. Okay, so durable goods, chips, tariffs, consumer discretionary, and gold stocks. I think we got it all today. All right, let's now look at the market. So far, we have randomness. We have complete randomness. But Roger, Nasdaq is down 14 points. No, this is nonsense. This is just randomness. Don't make something into something when there's nothing there. Okay, there's nothing here. Um, and by the way, Intel is a big chip stock, but it doesn't have the impact it doesn't have the influence to impact the mega caps. Okay. So mega caps are like in their own little world. Okay. Just FYI. That's why I look at mega caps and I look at. So if you're curious why we put that trade on in the pit yesterday, it's a mega cap. It's not a regular stock. It's a mega cap. They're in their own little world. That stock was making new highs on the day, by the way, as Intel was breaking down 4% on the session. Okay. So let's begin. Fed data today, durable goods at 8:30. In about 11 minutes, we're going to be watching the bond market very closely because the bond market has the most influence on Fed data. As far as earnings today, we have Intel, Newmont, BX, MBLY, and HON. I think this is, wait a minute, this is already passed. This is yesterday. Today, we're just reacting from yesterday. We don't have anything today. Sorry, this is yesterday. We did have some stocks this morning, but that's already behind us. CNC was this morning. By the way, we have if you are in the pit, one of the trades you have as a bonus right now that I gave you yesterday, last night, was this trade right here. I gave you a time spread, a $27 time spread on CNC. Okay. Now the stock is down this morning quite a bit. So let me explain to you how it all works out. And this is a good little lesson for time spreads for you. So let me show you something, okay? So yesterday the stock closed at 26.76. We sold the 27 call that expires today, and we bought a 27 call that expires next Friday, okay? So watch how this is going to play out. We paid like 20 cents or something like that for it, some nominal amount. Today, the 27 call that expires today is going to expire worthless unless this rallies 4 points. Then the 27 call that expires next Friday, you have all the way till next Friday for the stock to start coming up about 3 points. Okay? So the option that we sold that expires today is going to expire worthless unless the stock is above $27 at the end of the day, which I don't think is going to happen. And way before that, we would liquidate our spread for a beautiful profit. My point is, you now have, for 30 cents, the call was $1.20, $1.30 yesterday. You now have a 27 call that expires next Friday, and you paid 20-something cents for it. And you have unlimited upside potential on it. So anytime between now and Friday, we're going to be looking to take profit on that call, assuming that today's 27 expires. Okay. Just wanted to show you can't take this trade now. It's too late to take this trade. But this is a trade we took yesterday. I do these bonus time spreads during earnings all the time. It's a way to participate in earnings without getting your head handed to you or your ass handed to you, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So far, the bond market's been cooling off the last 20 minutes or so. Let's see what happens next. Let's see how the stock market's reacting. Stock market's actually been starting to move up in the last hour. It looked like it bottomed out at about 8 o'clock, and it seems to be coming up. Let's see how QQQ is doing. QQQ is also coming up. Let's see how SMH is doing. Starting to uptick a little bit. It's only down 0.49. Intel is down 9%. SMH is down 0.49. Do you think Intel has a major impact these days on SMH? Can you imagine if if Nvidia was down 9%? Holy moly. So Intel doesn't have the firepower that it used to anymore, folks. Okay? Just FYI. Same thing would happen with Mobley. Yes, Alan. Same thing as Mobley. It's too late to take the spread. Too late to take the spread. AON is not a big stock. Okay. All right. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. We got to move forward. So US dollar. What's the US dollar doing today? Absolutely nothing. Looks like it bottomed out here. This is actually, as US dollar gets stronger, it actually causes slight weakness for the US stock market, but this is not really worth talking about. This is just price action being here. We have way too much unknown right now. We don't know if we're going to meet the August 1st deadline. I don't really even care if we're going to meet the August 1st deadline, but that's the sentiment right now with tariffs. We're in a hurry up and wait mode. There's a chance that the US dollar will just go sideways for a while, which is absolutely fine. As long as it doesn't make big moves, we won't have any big surprises with currency, conversions and so forth and so forth. Um, Again, let me give you a link to the VIP room where Uncle Roger today will be talking. Let me give you my agenda. Hey, Cam, good to see you here. Good morning. So here's my agenda. How to use trend strategies for income trading when moves are limited, when you're basically in a choppy market, how to use the 8-day EMA for income strategies, both upside and downside, why the 2-day RSI is your best friend for income strategies, and my personal story with income strategies when I took advice from a guru that has a 700-page book and is considered the best guru on options. And I'll show you where that led me and the mistake that I made so that you guys don't make the same mistake, okay? Also, here is the link for Customer Service Live. Folks, it's a gold mine, I tell you. The Customer Service Live is a gold mine. You gotta go to Customer Service Lives. Yeah, blue chips and mega caps are almost the same. You're right, Sean, they are. Yeah, Intel is definitely not a player anymore like it used to be. Don't tell my dad that. My father thinks Intel's the greatest and the best company ever. Bond market's not really doing anything. We're not really getting any directional bias. And if you guys think that I'm expecting a big move from durable goods today, I'm not. It's not a huge report. Hoping that the report is better than negative 11%, but I don't think that's going to drive the price very much. I think market is going to do a little price discovery. Good morning, Robert McNabb. Good to see you here. So we'll see how that turns out. Okay. But I'm not really getting any firepower from from the US dollar or the bond market, which means we may get a little bit of a calmness in the US stock market on a Friday, which is actually kind of welcome right now. Yeah. Andy Grove did well. Sure did, Saint. Sure did. Gold. What is gold doing? Nothing. Nothing. You see how US dollar's doing nothing? How bond market's doing nothing? Well, guess where gold gets most of its directional bias from? Bond market and US dollar. Nothing. No soup there either. Crude oil. You'll be surprised if I tell you that crude oil is not doing anything. Now, when commodities are not doing anything, it's not necessarily bad for the market. It just means there's no catalyst coming from the commodity market. And that means stocks stand on their own. When stocks stand on their own, it's easier to see what's really moving and what's not moving. Okay. Like yesterday was much more difficult for me to find a good long stock than earlier in the week. Why? Because there were so many stocks looking good yesterday. Whereas in the beginning of the week or last week or even the week before that, there was like maybe 20 good looking stocks to the upside. So it was really easy to find stocks. And you might have noticed I was looking literally at the same stocks over and over and over again for the last couple of weeks in the pit. And that's fine. And on my watch list. That's fine. That's okay. That you can have the same stock every day on there if you want. But we now have more choices. So when you have 300 stocks making 90-day highs, well, which one is really strong and which one is just going up with the market? You see the problem? So now I start looking more at short stocks or stocks that are breaking out when the market's pulling back. I always want to be gauging everything to the market. But one thing I will tell you, when commodities stop moving, and by the way, we are in the dull of summer right now. Thank you, Naples fan. But we are in the lull of summer right now. But again, I'm not expecting a lot from the commodity market and maybe a little less from stocks. Mitch, how would you play out if CNC rallied after earnings instead of dropping? Both options would be in the money. I would liquidate them. Just like I bought it. I sold the spread, I would buy the spread. So, Mitch, if it went up to about 18 to 19, the spread would be profitable. If it went above 19, the spread would be down. Similarly, if CNC opened at like 15 and a half, 16, we would make a lot of money on that spread because next week's 27 uh, would be worth a lot more. Now we have to wait for price to get back into the 25 and a half range. So that option that expires next week would be worth it. But your profit is 2 points above 27 and 2 points below 27. And you still have that opportunity for the next 5 days to get there. Whereas if you just buy a call option during earnings and it doesn't go your way, you're done. Here, you have 4 ways to make money during 3 ways to make money during earnings. If it goes a little bit up, if it goes a little bit down, or if it starts coming back over the next 5 days. When you do traditional earnings play, yay or nay? Do you see how you do realize, guys, when you do these time spreads, you're putting yourself in the same position as a market maker. That's a market maker strategy. You're selling something and then you're buying something later on. That's what a market maker would do. So you're putting yourself in the position of a market maker. So with a time spread, you could profit if the price doesn't go anywhere, you profit. If the price goes a little bit higher, you profit. If the price goes a little bit lower, you profit. And then if everything goes to shit, you still have 5 days to profit on the position that goes against you. Tell me that's not great. Not reducing your risk, Matt. No, 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 no. It's not about reducing your risk. It's about having the opportunity to make money 4 ways on earnings instead of one. That's right. That's right. You can double dip too. You don't close them separately. You don't close them separately. So today, unless CNC goes to 27, the one that expires today is going to expire today. Then you still have 5 days for the stock to go up 2-3 points. You could do them separately or you can do them together. I do them all together. You're not just reducing risk. Like you're stacking the odds. You're going from being random event on an income to about 75%. Because look, if it goes up a little, you profit. If it goes down a little, you profit. If it stays the same, you profit. And then if it comes back the next week, you profit. That's a lot of opportunities versus I'm done. Tell me I'm right. No, it doesn't limit the upside, Jen. Look, if the 27 expires today, you still have a 27 long that expires next Friday. Let's say between now and next Friday, the stock goes to 30. That option will become worth $4. You pay 20 cents for it. That's how you profit during earnings. I told you the only way to trade earnings is not by buying an option ahead of time, is by doing income spreads like I'm showing you right now. 4 times better to make money. And look, Bob, you bought it for what, 20 cents? It's got unlimited upside. If next week there's a takeover on CNC and that option goes to 50, you made 1,000 times your money potentially. Yeah. You covered 6 ways till Sunday, 75%. So do you guys like random events on earnings where, I made a lot of money. Oh, I lost a lot of money. Or, oh, wait a minute. I can make money A, B, C, D, and E. And it costed you 20 cents and you have unlimited profit potential. Folks, I've been around the block. If there was money in earnings, don't you think I would trade them? Don't you think I would tell Rich and Omar to trade them? Why do you never see me trade earnings? Because there's a better way to trade earnings, the way I'm teaching you right now. I don't think so, Kevin, because the volatility and the spread are completely off right now. No, I don't think so. I mean, you could try, but I wouldn't do it. All right, let's continue. Crypto, what's crypto doing? Crypto is choppy. Crypto's not as play. We want cryptos to be above 94.50. Remember, we're at the 15-day EMA and we're filling in this gap pretty good. So there's a good chance we'll come right back up to this level. Ira says, where can I see the CNC trade? Ira, right here. Right here. Bonus trade, CNC time spread. Sell July 25, buy August 1st call, spend no more than 20 cents. So if today CNC is below 27, this will expire worthless. And then you have a full week for this option to be worth something. Okay? So we'll see what happens. Okay? We'll see what happens. All right. Where's CNC right now? It's at 24.04. All right. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. All right. We'll see how it goes. All right. We'll see what that spread does today. That's okay. It happens. It happens. It happens. Guys, it's all good. It happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes today. All right, let's talk more about the market. China's starting to cool off a little bit. This will give US a little bit of a pause because there's a lot of Chinese stocks trading in the US, as we know. Let's put everything together. We're actually doing pretty good on time today. I gotta say. 25 or 27? You know what's funny? I wrote 25, but I could have swore it was 27. Huh. I might have made a mistake on that. If you guys didn't get it, that's fine. I don't want to get into it right now. Anyways, let's continue this. Let's talk about investors remain cautious, optimistic that U.S. may strike more trade deals. That's why tariffs are still a big cloud over our head. They're almost there, Bob. Almost there. European Union and the U.S. are reportedly close to finalizing a trade agreement that would place 15% tariffs on most important from the bloc. President hinted that potential deal on Thursday. He says all stuff. I don't listen to what he says. We're in the process of probably making a. I mean, what? Forget it. Alphabet rose 1%. It was a big stock yesterday. Our catalysts, T-Mobile, somebody mentioned this to me. I missed this as a catalyst, but somebody got it and gave it to me. Let's see how the market, durable goods, is being impacted by the market. Bonds are up. Bonds like this. Let's see what. Good report. Not bad. Better than expected. Better than expected. The bond market's moving higher. Not a bad report. Not a bad report. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate that. Tesla slumped more than 8%. By the way, it's not an EV stock anymore. It's a robotics company now. Okay. So let's forget the whole EV. It's not an EV company anymore. It's now a robotic company. Okay. Yeah, that's the ticket now. Okay. Okay. Well, this guy's just doing anything possible. So forget about cars, forget about solar batteries. Tesla's in a whole new business now. They're in the robotics business now. Yeah, that's the ticket. Okay. How about we just call it a solar meme stock that's grossly overpriced? Okay. All right. I'll just continue going down that way. Tesla. Labor market Thursday reported number of Americans. Yeah, the numbers was really, really great. Global service climbed to stronger than expected. U.S. new home sales rose 627,000. Expectations for rate cuts later this year were trimmed to less than 2 following the jobless data. So what are we going to tell the Fed next time they tell us that jobless claims are at the precipice of going out of control? We're going to tell him to shove it up his you-know-what and that he's lying because they're not. They're great. So there's no issues with jobless claims there. Yeah, you're right. It is running. You're right. CNC is running right now. Yeah. Go figure. Yeah. 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 Look at that. It's running right now. All right. President Trump. Oh my God. I was reading this. I was almost on the floor laughing yesterday. Folks, I'm not kidding. This is going to, if this doesn't become an episode of South Park or something crazy like that, I don't, I mean, this was a comedy show. Um, so you spent $5 billion more. No, Mr. President, this is a building that was built 5 years ago. Oh God. Right here. So yeah, that it didn't go well for Trump. Um, Bloomberg now we have a 3.2 increase in quarterly earnings. Europe is down 0.35, not really giving us any tailwind. Investors digest the disappointing corporate earnings. President Trump tariffs deadline next week. Financial mining stocks led the decline. Not tech though. Benchmark is on track to notch a week loss. How about China closed lower, pausing its recent rally as investors took profit ahead of the closely watched meeting. Benchmark logged its fifth straight week of gains, making it the longest winning streak since the rally began in February. Uh, yeah, Powell is correct. This is not a time to lower rates right now. Japan ended lower as some investors took profit following a strong two-day rally triggered by country's trade agreement with U.S. chip and chemical stocks led the decline on Friday. Well, what was weird is, don't you think the president should know if he's accusing a guy of basically misappropriation of a building that was built 5 years ago? Like what are you doing, man? Go do something. Do something. Go talk to your kids or something. Intel is down over 5%. Decker is up nearly 12%. Gold is up. So these are catalysts for today. That's it was pathetic. I don't know how else to say it except it was pathetic. All right. Let's talk about volatility. Volatility is still coming off. Volatility is still coming off right here. Okay. Coming off. So volatility is still looking good. We're still making new lows. Yes, but you see, Boyd, if we lower interest rates, there's a chance that inflation is going to go up again, and we're going to have to go and increase rates. That's the problem, Boyd. Sector strength. Let's see what's cooking. You still have home builders, retail, utilities, health, blue chips. Blue chips are leading. Blue chips are leading. Chips and everything else are on the bottom. Mega caps are not, but technology still at the bottom. Okay. Let me give you the link again to Customer Service Live, guys, and VIP room. Today, I'm going to do my second part of the VIP room. Yes, we have a lot of expenses. We have a lot of expenses. This is not a time to lower rates. This is a time to keep rates steady or maybe even increase rates because we still have inflation. All right, let me give you guys a customer service live link and then I'll get into the stock portion of the analysis, okay? Why does it keep Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, let's continue now. So we still have fairly speculative stocks like retail and home builders, interest rate sensitive stocks moving, real estate, but blue chips, definitely blue chips and mega caps, not chip stocks or anything like that right here. Let me just see something here. All right. Uh, all right. Do we have a directional bias today? Let's see. 90-day highs, 186 stocks, a lot less than yesterday. Yesterday we had 333. Now we have 186. What about 52-week highs? Less than 100. So momentum is starting to cool off a little bit. What about 20-day highs? Let's see how that's doing. 200. Let's see what we had yesterday. Ooh, 459. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we may have a little bit of a cool off today. Don't be surprised. Um, Now let's look at the SPY. Okay. This is today. We don't want to count that. Let's just go right here. See how we're deviating once again from we're getting too far ahead. We touched the 8-day EMA right here and we're getting far away. Look, every time we get far away, what happens? We come back and touch the 8-day EMA. Okay? We need to start coming back and touching the 8-day EMA. The 8-day EMA right now is at uh all right, I'll just let you guys deal with that. Uh-huh. Boyd says there's no correlation between interest rates and inflation. Boyd, have you been drinking something today, early in the morning? Are you drinking something this morning? There's no correlation between interest rates and inflation. I mean, seriously, are you like on something this morning? I mean, come on, guys. No correlation. There's no correlation between inflation and interest rates. Of course not. It doesn't exist. God help me. All right. QQQ. QQQ. Let's look at QQQ. We hit the 8-day EMA twice here. We got a little firepower here. That's good. I like that. We may get a little more firepower into QQQ. May get a little more sector rotation into MAGs. Boyd, you're taking a screenshot of a COVID economy and you're using that as an example of economy. That doesn't make what you're saying makes no sense. What you're saying makes absolutely no sense. Thin 1.5 standard deviation from the 8-day EMA, from ATR, 1.5 ATR from the 8-day EMA. Okay. All right. Yeah, well, we need to keep rates steady right now. Mega caps. What are mega caps doing? Let's take a look. I don't want to get into this discussion right now. I don't want to get into this discussion right now. All right. Mega caps. What are mega caps doing? They're not coming down and they're not deviated from the 8-day EMA at all. At all. Look at this. This is just a chop, 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 chop. But that's okay because we're chopping at all-time highs. I'll take that. All we need is one bar to go like this, and we're making new highs. So this is just consolidation right now. Mega caps are looking. Mega caps are just very, very tight right now. Let's look at equal weighted SPY. I don't want to get into it. Boyd, please. I really don't want to get into it. It's Friday. I don't want to. I don't want to. It's too early. I really look where QQQ RSP is equal weight, 3 days above the high. It means that we're starting to see some strength in non-tech stocks, which is really good, and we're seeing strength in mega caps, which is really, really good right now. Really, really good right now. So I like the market right now. I think some stocks need to cool off a little bit right now. But overall, I don't think momentum is that bad. Again, we're moving nicely here. I like this. Notice we're not running away from the 8-day EMA. Notice mega caps are not running away from the 8-day EMA. They're not running away from the 8-day EMA. In order to deviate back to the 8-day EMA, uh, most of the time I don't do anything before 10 a.m. except liquidate positions. First half hour is usually amateur hour. Yeah, trade what's in front of you. Yeah, I don't want to get into all of that economic BS. So this is still looking pretty good, and this hasn't deviated from the 8-day EMA. The Dow hasn't deviated from the 8-day EMA. So what are we going to see today? Probably choppiness. And remember, it's Friday. We usually don't have a lot going on after 2 p.m. on Friday. A lot of institutions are going to be out today. We don't have a lot of Fed data today either. Okay. We don't have a lot of Fed data today either. Cut up all my credit cards. Exactly, John. There you go. There you go. So SMH, let's look at SMH real quick. SMH is choppy, choppy, choppy. Not bearish, just choppy, choppy. It's very important to distinguish between a bearish run and a choppy run. What am I seeing today for the most part? Not a lot. Not a lot. I'm seeing that the SPY may cool off a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye on everything, but honestly, right now, we're just kind of drifting. We're in no man's land right now, just drifting. I'm very encouraged by the fact that volatility continues making new lows. I'm very encouraged by the fact that the bond market is not running away with the circus. And it'll be interesting to see what gold does today in light of Newmont mining. All right, let's uh yeah, I don't want to get into all of that. So now let me give you stocks that I'm looking at today, okay? And by the way, oh, I also wanted to tell you guys something. We're starting to get a little more elasticity on the downside. See 31 stocks. It's not great, but we're starting to see some selling. You need to see selling in order for the market to go higher. The market can't go up if there's no selling. People have to sell. They have to sell and then buy, sell and then buy, sell and then buy. So this is starting to get a little bit better, and we still have fairly good momentum to the upside. Is today maybe Iron Condor, definitely a credit spread, which I'm planning on doing before the end of the session today, Alan. So there's definitely something going to be in the weekly cash flow today. And I'm hoping that I could find that something in the VIP room today at noon, and that maybe we can all take it together. Also looking at, and Alan, in light of what you just said, I'm looking at Tesla for a potential candidate for that. I'm going to look at it. I don't know if it's going to look, but I forgot to look at it yesterday, and it was actually a good candidate. So just FYI. So yes, the answer is yes, yes, and yes, Alan. Okay. Now, so there is some more firepower to the downside. So the market is becoming a little more rhythmic, which is we need to have a rhythmic market. Okay, let me give you stocks to the downside. Let me use TC 2000. It's just easier and faster. Okay. Okay. GAMB. I'm doing shorts first. GAMB, CNC, probably not today, but CNC, SRPT, MOH, LVS. Forget LVS. That's no, 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 no. CVS, not LVS, CVS. My C looked like my L looked like a C. Anyway, CVS. Lulu. Remember we shorted Lulu right here? I mean, excuse me, right here. And it went all the way against us, stopped us out. This was our last loser in the pit, by the way. See right here? That's 2 days above the 15 right here. Closed above the 15, made me stop out, and then came right back here. That's a slap in the face. If we didn't have this loser, we would have had no losers in the pit for like 3 months. I mean, it would have been amazing. But life is life. BRBR, ALHC, RLI, RLI, BJ's, after it passes the 200-day moving average, and Costco still. BJ's and Costco are related. BJ's has to break the 200 first. Okay, now let me give you long stocks, okay? Schwab, financials. It's hard for the market to rally and make new highs without financials, and financials are on board right now. AMD, yes, we still like technology stocks. ASTS, I would wait for this to be above the 8-day right here. Amazon, Albemarle, Oklo on a pullback at the 8-day EMA. Palantir, how fast we forget. If Palantir breaks above here, we're good to go. We took profit on Palantir, I think, yesterday. All right. JP Morgan, APH. I like APH right now. PayPal, above the 200-day moving average finally, and almost into this gap. Also, I'm potentially looking at IBM for a gap to green. Potentially looking at IBM. Potentially. The key word here is potentially. Looking for IBM for a gap to green. Urban, you want me to look at Urban? Okay. Needs to rally a little bit from this point. Needs to not break this and rally. A little choppy right now, but not bad. I mean, I wouldn't throw this out with the bathwater, but it needs to rally. It needs to rally. It needs to continue doing what it's doing right now. It needs to show some strength right now. Good for you, Joel. Good for you. All right, guys. Remember, in the VIP room today, I'm going to be trying to find some trades. Here's the link. Here is the link for that. Okay, there's the link. Whatchamacallit? Here's the link for customer service live. Now, as far as the overall market structure today, I'm not expecting a lot. I'm not expecting a lot at all. There's a good chance we may just hover around here and maybe come off a little bit and kind of come back into this range and start making our way back to the 8-day EMA. This is getting a little bit too far. Meanwhile, QQQ, I think QQQ is just going to take its lead from the S&P, but we're not that deviated yet. So I think we're going to see a very much what we had yesterday type of a day where we don't see a lot going on. After 2:00 today, I'm not expecting a lot of movement in the market. Okay, I'm not expecting a lot of movement in the market. And Fridays are usually really big days or nothing days. It's hard to get an in-between day on Friday. I'm just telling you that right now. It's hard to get an in-between day on Friday. Also, as a result of that, we may have less trades in Trading Zone Live yesterday. Let me show you Trading Zone Live yesterday. So let me show you this yesterday. This is Trading Zone Live yesterday. Here, hold on. We were going crazy yesterday. So go short SPY, stopped out, go short SPY, took profit, go short SPY, took profit. Again, go short SPY, stopped out, go short SPY, took profit, go short SPY, take profit, take short SPY, go long SPY, stopped out, lottery trade, made money. Basically, it made money yesterday. It made good money yesterday. I think he had 4 winners and 2 losers and then made money. But boy, oh boy, we were just red hot yesterday. If you guys like that type of day trading action, if you guys like to day trade, my suggestion is to check out Trading Zone Live, okay? If you guys are into that, if you guys are into that kind of stuff. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a fantastic day, everybody. And love you all. Have a great weekend. My email is roger@rogerscott.com. Please, no customer service emails. Trading questions. Have a great week, everybody. All right. And stay out of politics. It'll only hurt your head. Bye, guys.